So this is the right time to prune. You can see the branches have stopped growing and the leaves have matured. So this is the best time to prune your tree. This is the worst time to prune your tree, when it's growing. Don't prune the trees when they are growing, because you will take out energy. They need to stop growing. Okay, so trees grow in flushes. Don't prune it when it's growing. So let's jump right in the pruning process. This is a Japanese maple. When you're pruning, just prune little by little. Doesn't matter the bonsai species, just prune it little by little, close in little by little. This prevents you from making very big mistakes when you're pruning. You also can see better, because when you're pruning little by little and closing in towards the inside of the tree, everything gets lit up, you see more. So do it little by little so you don't make mistakes. When you're pruning, just keep in mind that not always, like in this example today, I'm not pruning, I'm just pruning to a silhouette. I'm not pruning it to its, let's say, final shape. Okay, I'm just pruning for the tree to get better ramification and build a better structure. So just little by little, because you will see that this particular tree has very long internodes on its upper branches. When you're pruning maples, because the maples, the bonsai maples are not a tree species for beginners. I'm sorry to tell you that, but they're pretty tricky. They make the most beautiful bonsais, but they are not for bonsai beginners. So now I'm just cleaning branches. I'm just taking out, making decisions and taking out branches that grow close to one another or from the same spot. When you have two branches or more growing from the same spot, you have to leave only one, especially when they grow from the trunk. Okay, because this always is bad. When you have two branches or more growing from the same spot, it will thicken up that spot and you don't want that. When again you're pruning Japanese maples, always leave some leaves on the branches, otherwise that branch will die. So I'm thinking I'm gonna need to pull that branch. I'm gonna wire that branch into shape. I'm gonna pull it down, but I'm not gonna do this now. So this is a Maclura tricuspidata, just another amazing species for bonsai. Not that popular, but it's I'm telling you, I've got this tree for 3 years now, and I'm telling you, it's just amazing, an amazing species. The Maclura is the best for me. So again, little by little, I'm closing in towards the inside of the tree. Of course, keeping in mind that I have to build and preserve that dome shape. Okay, always, all the bonsais in the world have this in common. They've got that dome shape onto them. So this will make your tree look more natural and just be a better bonsai. Pruning the long branches. Also, little by little, I'm not pruning them for good. At first, I'm making light, I'm shining a little light in the inside of the tree so I can see the structure better. But being so bushy, I cannot see well. So what I'm going to do also is take off some of the leaves, because it's very good that it's bushy. Always when your tree is bushy, it's always a good sign, because it means that particular bonsai is growing happy, it's growing healthy. But you have to clean it up when you're pruning, otherwise the inside branches, the branches from the inside will not get light. The leaves on them will not get light, and those branches could die because the tree needs life, the leaves need life to survive. So if they don't have light shining on them, okay, they will die. So also when you're pruning, I've told you, leave the tree to grow very big until it stops growing. This is a particular technique, good technique for your first pruning. So you can prune after the first flush. You can see I'm starting to get rid of some leaves, and already we can start to see the branch structure. I'm gonna leave the tree, of course, to grow again. I'm gonna fertilize it, but just a little bit, because don't fertilize the tree heavily after you've pruned. You will also get very long shoots and long internodes. So I'm gonna use now some organic solid fertilizer, because that type of a fertilizer just decomposes, takes time to decompose, and it fertilizes the tree, but little by little. The liquid ones are just so aggressive and they're not for this stage. So the tree is looking pretty nice, but it's still too bushy, so I'm gonna clean it up some more. A few of the leaves, I don't want to go too much, but prune, when you're pruning, prune them heavily. They need to feel that it's quite an invasive operation, but they need to feel, they need to get afraid, you need to shock them, okay? Because this is how you're gonna get ramifications. If the tree is not pruned heavily, you will not get fine ramifications. You will just prune a branch and you'll get another branch instead of getting two branches. Okay, so when you're pruning a branch, you need to get two branches growing from that branch. This is just about it. I'm gonna wait for that that grafted branch. You cannot see it well. I've got a branch grafted on it because it didn't have a branch in the right part of the tree. I also got a big hole just in the middle of the tree, so we've grafted a branch there so we can fill the gap. So this is it for today, for the first pruning of this year.